The Pawtucket police received a call at about 2:28, 2:30 this afternoon that we had an active shooter at Lynch Arena. Upon arrival, police were met with several people obviously inside the arena, and there was 2 casualties within the arena. The suspect was confirmed as one of those casualties. Later on, we learned that another casualty from the shooting was at the hospital, that they succumbed to their injuries after being at the hospital, and there is 3 additional victims at the hospital that all are in critical condition at this time. It appears that this was a targeted event, that it may be a family dispute. We cannot release the names of the victims because obviously we want to speak to the family, make sure that the family is well aware of what happened before we release that information publicly.
Of course, when you get the call, you think it's the worst thing, right? And I mean, it's very serious. Having said it, this was an isolated incident in some ways. It's tragic. And you think about that, right? The family, all the resources, we have men and women out there, so your mind goes in all different directions.
Were any of the players on the ice targeted or hurt in any way?
I don't know that. I know they were on the ice, but I don't know.
So because we're in the initial stages of the investigation, I can't get into detail. Obviously, we're still investigating that. We're talking to all the witnesses. Like I said, there were several people within the Lynch Arena because it was a high school hockey game. So we're talking to all those witnesses. We have several witnesses that were here, and then some that we have brought to the police station where we're talking to them there. So we're trying to put together the story and the timeline of what happened.
I think it was like mid-play. I heard a couple gunshots go off. I thought it was balloons at first. It was loud, and then it kept going on. So I ran right into the locker room after I got off the ice.
And then were people running?
Yeah, everyone. It was a lot. Yeah, it was very frantic. Everyone started running out of the building. I think it was someone in the stands, but I don't know. I don't know.
Were you guys on the ice again?
I was on the ice. Yes.
The game was underway.
Yes, it was on. Yeah.
And then just tell me again where you guys went after. What did you
I went to the locker room. I was scared. I went right to the locker room and hid and bunkered down.
What did you hear?
I mean, I heard gunshots, and I was just trying to hunker down. When I went in the locker room, I heard no gunshots, but I was just after I was in the locker room, I didn't hear anything.
What gunshots did you hear?
I don't know exactly. I heard about it was a lot. I really didn't know. About 13-ish. I don't know.
Many were hugging their parents, rightfully so, and you could see some of the parents watching the players kind of roam and could feel and ask them, how are you doing? And you could see the tears starting to come down and the parents hugging their kids. And I'm sure they're thanking God that they weren't the victim of the shooting and they're still alive with them today.
Weird that it was also live streamed so that other people may have seen this, obviously.
That's what they're piecing together, and we're getting through the investigation, yes.
You say that it's an isolated incident, but it's been just 2 months since that tragic shooting on the campus of Brown University. Can you speak to how traumatic it might be for the people in this community to be experiencing 2 mass shootings within such a short span of time?
The fortunate thing is they're not related, but it is very tragic, right? You're thinking about these are high school kids that were doing an event, they were playing, with their families watching, fun time, and it turned into this. So it's got to be traumatic.